O'Reilly. That is some pass to Moy. Up against Cadden again. Made room for the cross. Aaron Moy! Tate. Here's Lila Bada. And Dyson Minor off the bar. How did he not put that away? They're going through his mind, but not if he has a pop from here. And he does! In towards Ewan and Bashiri. Hanlon. The post. Oh, what a pass for Minor. And Abada. And it's a penalty. It's Moy. It is 3-0. Here's Kyogo taking his time. But he wants to get a shot away. In fact, he finds Forrest instead. And James Forrest is diverted over by Cannon.
Hello and a warm welcome to the Celtic Forever podcast, where today we're going to go over tomorrow's SPL fixture between Hibs and Celtic. 3 o'clock kick-off at Easter Road. We've got John with me here today to go over everything. How are you after the game the other night, John?
I'm still okay, Xander, aye. Like I say, I was neither up nor down with the game the other night there. I think it was the correct result. So, yeah, all good. How's yourself?
I was quite happy with the point. You know, obviously I would have been happier with the win, but the point, yeah, you've got to take it and you've got to move on to the next game. It was a good point as far as I'm concerned, playing Atletico Madrid's world-class team, top class team, and they couldn't beat us. So, you know, things are improving at Celtic. I think every game we're getting stronger and stronger. Obviously, the injury to Hatate is no helping us very much, especially when it comes to the game tomorrow. We'll go into that. But have you heard any news on the Hatate injury, John?
Nah, nothing really. But they know it's Brendan's saying it's not a good one, so that's it to go by. Most like it's going to be a good few weeks, maybe a couple of months. Who knows?
Yeah. You know, it's unbelievable. Hatate, he's our best player. He's missed the first three or four games at the start of the season. He's going to be out for another, at least 3 or 4 games. So I suppose we've got to move on and do the best we can with the players we've got in reserve. I think it'll be Bernardo. I don't think it'll be Turnbull, will it?
Definitely won't be Turnbull. It's either going to be Bernardo or what's his name, Iwata. Hopefully Iwata, because I do like Iwata. I think he deserves a wee run in the team. Give him a chance. Now that Hatate's injured, give the boy a chance.
Yeah. You know, we just played Hearts last week, played them off the park, came out there with a comfortable win. But we had a draining game in midweek there, John, and then we've got to go to Easter Road. So let's have a look at some of the betting right away. We'll see what the bookmakers think, Hibs' chances and Celtic's chances. So you've got Hibs to win at 11-2. You've got the draw at 4-1, and you've got a Celtic win at 1-2. So exact same odds as the Hearts game, John.
Well, I was no surprise there, really, is there? Hearts and Hibs, two similar teams, really. I think probably Hearts are maybe slightly better, maybe, I would say. I think their team looks a bit stronger than Hibs. Hard to say because I don't watch Hearts and Hibs every week. I can only go by, you know, them playing against Celtic. Hearts have always looked a stronger side to me.
Yeah.
Just my opinion, of course.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, it's you know, Hearts overall have the better head-to-head over Hibs as well, obviously. But you know, it's let's have a look at some of the first goal scorer prices as well. While we're in the betting mode, Kyogo 4-1, Maeda 7-1 to score the first goal, Palmer 10-1, O'Reilly 10-1, and some of the Hibs players 14-1. Boyle. Tavares 16-1 and Lafondre 11-1. So the best price there is probably Kyogo 4-1. That's not a bad price for Kyogo to score the first goal, John. 4-1.
Pretty decent, aye. Pretty decent. A better one for me, if anybody fancies a punt on it, is Matt O'Reilly. 10-1.
10-1, aye.
Top scorer for Celtic right now.
Yeah, top scorer. Aye. Yeah, it's a great price. I mean, 10-1. Put a tenner on that. Try and do a bit of maths here. per tenner on that, you're getting £110 back. That's a great bet, you know. Let's have a look at some of the outside first goal scorers, John. Liam Scales, 33-1. Greg Taylor, 40-1 to score the first goal. Fancy a wee flutter on that?
No. Straight up, no. Especially on scales, no. And then again, big scales, there's always a chance for a corner, but listen, Celtic are no great at set pieces, are they? Corner
We're not
kicks
great
and
at
all.
scoring. Yeah, I totally agree, John. But any time we get a corner, and Martin O'Neill days, you were more or less guaranteed a goal. But these days, you get a corner, you're not thinking you're going to score for a corner, I don't think.
No. Nah, I think Celtic's thing that lets them down is corner kicks. Never great at them. That's nothing really ever, very seldom ever comes for a corner kick for Celtic. And another thing, while we're talking about set pieces, throw-ins. How often does Celtic lose the ball for throw-ins? Greg Taylor takes all the throw-ins mainly for Celtic. But they always seem to Celtic lose possession via a lot of throw-ins, don't they?
Yeah, we do. We're not great at set pieces, as you say. And another thing about the set pieces is the height in the team. We don't have a lot of height in the team. You know, obviously we've got Matt O'Reilly, who's got a wee bit of height on him, but he's not a physical presence in there, I don't think. And our two centre halves are not the tallest, are they? Scales and Carter Vickers, they're not the tallest. And your wing backs are quite small as well. So we don't have a lot of height in that team, John.
No, it's a small team. But you don't need great height to win games, as Celtic have proved. Yeah, so
no, but just going by the the set piece thing. I think that's why we're not getting a lot of goals for corner kicks. We don't have that height in the box to threat the opposite defence. But let's move on to some correct scores. We'll get your correct score off your predicted correct score later on, John. But let's have a wee look at some of the prices on the correct score. We'll just go with Celtic here, John. We'll go by what the bookmakers think this final score of a Celtic win's going to be. So 2-1 to Celtic, you've got 15-2. 1-0 to Celtic, you've got 8-1. 2-0 to Celtic, 15-2, and 3-0 to Celtic, 10-1. That's another good price, John. 3-0 to Celtic, 10-1.
Aye, it's a good price. So it's along the same lines of my prediction, which we'll get to.
Aye, yeah. If you've got a spare £20 there, put your £20 on Celtic tenner on Celtic to win 3-0, and a tenner on Matt O'Reilly to score the first goal. You're a couple of £100 up if that comes in, John. But anyway, we don't anybody be doing any unnecessary gambling. That's for sure. It's just a wee thought. Okay, let's go into the forum. Hibs and Celtic forum. Hibs forum going into this game is lost, drawn, won, drawn. So their form isn't great, is it?
No.
You know, they've not won a game in 4 basically. So they've lost the last game, then they've drawn, won a game, and then drawn. So 1-1 and 5. It's not great, but you know, obviously they went to Ibrox last week and got beat 4-0. How do you think they're going to come out tomorrow against Celtic, John?
It'll be a different performance against Celtic. Always is. Always is. I mean, to get beat 4-0 by a rank rotten team that's on their knees is poor, you know. I never seen the game, but I can just imagine it. No effort, nothing like that. The more will be a different story. They'll be flying into tackles, pressing Celtic players. It's just that kind of game it's going to be. That's what I can see. They'll no park the bus, but they'll be closing Celtic midfielders down and attackers down. I can see it right now. Nothing like the way they would play against other lot, you know. But we'll see tomorrow what happens. My only concern is Celtic just the way they ended the game against Atletico Madrid. They looked really tired, didn't they?
Very tired, very, very leggy. You know, and it wasn't just one or two players, it was his entire team that looked leggy. So they did put a lot into the first half, obviously. You know, if we could learn to, you know, do that for a full 90 minutes against these teams, it would be some team. So we've not had much rest either. We're going in for a late Wednesday night Champions League game to a Saturday afternoon kickoff. It's normally these games are on a Sunday, these away games, but this one seems to be on Saturday. So we've not had much rest time either, recovery time either, John. So, yeah, as you said in yesterday's podcast, it might change it up a wee bit. Bring in some substitute players to give some of the players a rest. He might do that actually. He might bring in Lagerby, LK for Scales, something like that. Bernabe for Taylor. He might do a few changes. What do you think of that, John?
Well, I did say that yesterday, like you said, but
Mm-hmm.
the other turn of the coin is it's a team that's playing well. That starting 11, obviously Hatate's out injured, but I don't know. I really don't know. Is he maybe going to see this ridiculous away fixtures before he starts changing the team? Very hard away fixtures, when it was Motherwell, Livingston, Hearts, Hibs, on the space of a couple of weeks or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, obviously, Brendan mentioned that today as well. Actually, the very strange fixture list that Celtic have had over the last 4 or 5 weeks. He did mention that. So we've been mentioning that for a couple of weeks now, John. But obviously, Brendan Rodgers brought it up today. All right, quickly move into Celtic's form. There's not really much to, it's 1-1-1-1-1. It's 5 wins in the trot. So Celtic's league form is top notch. Well, we're going into the league form is Celtic's league form is very, very good going into the Hibs game. So, going by the form, going by the bookmakers' odds, don't see anything other than a Celtic win tomorrow, John.
no, I think Celtic will win comfortably tomorrow. If they play the way they did against Hearts and the way they've been playing in general in the league, I can't see anything other than a Celtic win.
Obviously,
Like you said
Hibs,
as well, Hibs haven't been playing great either, so it's all points towards a Celtic win. But like I keep saying, it's 11 against 11, isn't it? You don't know what can happen.
So how are Hibs going to approach this one, John? I know you don't know, but how do you think Hibs will approach this? Is it a part of the bus job or is it an attack Celtic job? What do you think?
But my guess is they're going to close down the wide men a lot. They're going to try and stop the ball getting out wide because a lot of Celtics play as wide. They don't play narrow that often, Celtic. I think it's going to be a lot of wide play. Hibs players closing down the wide men. Guys like, what's his name that plays up front for Hibs? No, Boyle. Martin Boyle and that. They'll be doing the closing down. But, Celtic are used to playing against teams like that now. They quite expertly pick these kind of teams apart. But Hibs are going to have a go. They're going to try and stop the wide men and then counter-attack. I think that's the kind of game it's going to be. Because they've got pace up front, obviously, with Boyle. I still think the Boyle's a good player. But I don't know. I don't know how they're going to show up tomorrow. It's not going to be out there attack Hibs, of course. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a case of try to stop Celtic getting forward and then counter-attack them. That's what I think.
Well, but what I do is I look at the last 2 games we played them at Easter Road, and obviously last season, the first game we beat them 4-0 at Easter Road. That was the game Aaron Moy got 2 goals. He played a blinder that game. We won the game 4-0. And then the last game, obviously, the league was over. The league was finished. Celtic had nothing to play for. Hibs beat us 4-2. That was that game, John. So a win for Hibs and a win for Celtic last season in the same fixture. So that's the way I look at it. I think they're going to park the bus. I think they're going to sit in deep and defend. And like you say, they're going to knock the ball over the top and hope that they're pacey forwards like Boyle are going to get onto it and try and hit us on the counter-attack, John. Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Aye. Well, I was looking back at that game last season. They beat us 4-2. Look, it was a nothing. Rangers beat us 3-0. That didn't go for anything either, did it? Hibs beat us 4-2. The season was over. Celtic obviously just throwing about the park, not really caring what the score is, just wanting the season to end quick. But I'll never forget that wee Harry McCurdy guy jumping in guys' backs, celebrating like they won the World Cup. Celtic not even trying. It's just that wee guy with the pink hair, didn't he? Jumping on guys' backs. And he's built like the side of a coon. Must weigh about 2 stone. But that's what it means to these teams, Xander.
Yep. That one, they must have annoyed you, John, if it's stuck in your head, say.
It did annoy me, aye. That, the wee wicket jumping guys' backs as if he's on a horse and all that. It's wee things like that do annoy me. Because it was a nothing game. It meant nothing to Celtic. And they're playing like it's a World Cup final.
Yeah. I remember it well. It annoyed me as well a wee bit. The league was already won. We had nothing to play for. The only thing we were playing for was statistics, wasn't it? Unbeaten runs and things like that. Points tally, best points tally. We were going for things like that at the time. But it didn't mean nothing really at the end of the day. But, Hibs got their win. They got their 4-2. So, do you think we'll get some revenge tomorrow afternoon, John?
I think so, aye. Look, the season's far from over. Celtic have got something to play for. They're playing for the league. And it looks like Brendan's instilled that into the players. You get there and you win every game, you give 100% in every game in that league. Get the points put to bed, get it won. That's the most important thing. Because you don't win the league, there's no Champions League next season for them. So, always the most important thing to Brendan and the fans is the league. So, you're going to get a Celtic team trying them more. It's not going to be a case of the league's finished, we'll just take it easy and see what happens.
Yeah. And what about the style of play now, John? Brendan's got the team playing compared to Postecoglou's style of play. How do you think that marries up, both managers' different styles of play? How do you think? Do you think we're playing better? Do you think it's very similar? Do you think it's worse? What do you think?
I think it's better. I think what Brendan's done is he's took a wee bit of that. I've said this to you before on other podcasts. I think Brendan's took a wee bit of that. The way Postecoglou had the team playing with the inverted fullbacks. I think I can see that Brendan Rodgers does that now and again. The players do that. So he's instilled that into the team. But what I've noticed with Brendan's team is other teams that we're playing against are struggling to come up with an answer against that Celtic team.
Yeah.
He's pinning teams back every week.
Yeah.
I like it. Like I say, Xander, I think it's a better style of football. It's easier on the eye. And with Angie's teams, the teams were knackered every second half, weren't they?
No. But I found that under Postecoglou, the team would, not all the time, but some of the time the team would play for one half. Would be outstanding the first half, then the second half they would come out a bit like the way we were the other night against Atletico. Obviously that's a different level, but they would come out the second half, not putting in the same performance as what they did in the first half. But under Brendan in the league anyway, we seem to be doing it for the full 90 minutes in the league, I think. And I think his style of play is a wee bit more crisp. It's a wee, the passing's quicker, the forward plays quicker, the interlinking, the one touch, I know under Postecoglou it was nice to watch as well, but I just think Brendan has got the edge as regards to style of play. I think we're playing some wonderful football now, John.
Listen, who would you rather have right now, Brendan or Ange? I think I would have Brendan all day. He's a top quality manager. No saying Ange isn't, because Ange did, like he says, he did wonders for Celtic as well. He's doing brilliant for Tottenham. Ange is a top quality manager. If you ask me, obviously he's been underrated everywhere he's went. He's doing fantastic. Are Spurs no top of the league right now?
Yeah, I think they are. If they're no top, they're very close to top. I don't pay much attention to the English league, but I think they're quite close to top. I think if they won their game in hand, they went top. I'm not sure if they won it or no, but yeah, they're close. They're up there. They're doing really well under
Just tell you,
Postecoglou.
actually. I'm sure they're top. I'm sure they are.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sure.
I just think that Brendan Rodgers' style of play is just that wee bit quicker, John. The thought process of the players is quicker, you know, it's sharper. And long may that continue, that's all I can say.
Exactly. No, I'm very happy with Brendan at the club. It's I'm just looking at the league right now. Tottenham are top of the league,
All right. He's doing brilliant then, isn't he?
So they're on 23 points, and then it's Man City second on 21 points. So Man City have lost 2 games, but I don't follow the English league either. That's why I had to look it up. Obviously, I knew they were doing well because I seen a couple of what's his name, Postecoglou interviews. It was a few weeks ago. They're flying. Tottenham, they're no flying at the top. They're 2 points ahead of Man City. Not saying they're going to win the league, but it's a wee look into how good a manager Postecoglou actually is. You know, he's got that team that was struggling for seasons sitting at the top.
Mm-hmm. Well, I would say 2 points ahead of a team like Man City is flying, John. But and we're here to talk about the Celtic, so let's go into your predicted 11, John, for tomorrow's game. Obviously, it's going to change with Hatate's injury. So go for it, my man. What's your 1 to 11 for the game tomorrow?
Well, I think he might rest a couple of players and one enforced, like you said the other night, in Hatate. So I think he's going to start with Nat Phillips in place of Liam Scales tomorrow.
Right.
It's just a guess. Look, so I'm just trying to mix it up a wee bit, make it look a wee bit interesting. Nat Phillips, Carter Vickers, Greg Taylor, of course, and Anthony Ralston. I'm just mixing it up a wee bit. Don't lose it. Right. So that's my back. That's my back for tomorrow. I'm going to have Joe Hart in goal, of course, because Joe's obviously not that tired. He doesn't do a lot of moving about. So it's Joe Hart, Nat Phillips, Carter Vickers, Anthony Ralston, and what's his name? Greg Taylor. Centre of the park, Callum McGregor, Matt O'Reilly, and this is the one I'm going to go for Iwata.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So come to the front three. It's going to keep Kyogo on, I think. Then maybe rest him if we get a couple of goals. It's going to have Kyogo up front. He's going to have Maeda, and he's going to have. I just got to say he'll stick with Palmer.
Yeah, so just a couple of changes for you then.
Aye.
Just
One enforced.
Iwata and Nat Phillips.
Oh, Ralston as well.
On Ralston, 3 changes, all right. Yeah, well, you might do that, John. It's, you know, the players did look tired the other night, and some players that have not been getting their chance may get their chance tomorrow afternoon. I'll just go with Hart in goals, Johnston, Taylor, Carter Vickers, Scales, McGregor, Bernardo, Matt O'Reilly, and then the front 3 is just your usual. Kyogo, Maeda, and Palmer. Kyogo, Maeda, and Palmer. So the only change is Bernardo for midweek for me, John, because of Hatate's injury. I think he'll just stick to the same team he's been playing over the last few weeks. But you never know, he might do the changes like you say, John, because that team did look very tired there, mate.
No, that's why I'm saying that. I think, look, it doesn't hurt to mix it up a wee bit sometimes, just for entertainment values on the podcast. So it's just a wee mix up, just to. Well, I hope I'm not right. I'd like him to keep the same team on if he thinks they're fit enough after Wednesday night. I would love to see the same team play because it's a winning team, innit?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So, you know, if we do win tomorrow, John, if we do win, and hopefully we do, obviously, but that puts us 10 points clear at the top of the league, and that puts Rangers under quite a bit of pressure, having to play Hearts at yet another game at Ibrox. You know, 10 points clear, them having to play Hearts. That's quite a bit of pressure, I think, John. What do you think?
This always puts them under pressure, that. It'll not be a great pitch at Ibrox, will it? I've been playing on it that much.
Aye. Just the reverse of the Celtic Park pitch being like a billiard
Billiard.
table, as you say. Aye.
Billiard table Celtic Park. It's never been played on this season.
Aye. So
But whoever makes these fixtures up, we say every podcast, they need to get their act together because there's something no right there with the fixtures. And I know it might sound like paranoia, but I've never heard the likes back-to-back games away, then one home game, then another back-to-back away. 4 out of 5 away fixtures. Sound like a broken record, I don't care. It's just ridiculous. 4 out of 5 games are away from home. It's no right.
that's not right. But we've got, if we come through tomorrow, John, to win the 4 away games, that would be a great start. Of winning 4 away games out of 5 games. It'd be great. It would be great if we win them all, to win the 4 away games. The people that made these fixtures and made this fixture list up to try and put Celtic into trouble. Celtic win every single one of the games. So good luck to Celtic tomorrow. The referee tomorrow, by the way, is Alan Muir, the referee, and Don Robertson is on the VAR. So that's your officials for tomorrow as well. So, score prediction time, John. None of us have had one right for a couple of weeks, so let's put our heads together, see if we can get a score prediction right here. What are you thinking?
Well, we've done all right. I mean, it's very hard, a very difficult thing to predict a correct score. If we were good at it, we'd never beat the bookies, would we? You've got 4 right so far. I've got 2, so that's 6 out of 10 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's actually not bad, isn't it?
It's actually no bad, aye. Look, it's just a guess. Nobody knows what the score's going to be in any game. We'd all be millionaires if we knew that. Let's see. I'm going to go for Hibs to score first. Celtic to finish at 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 Celtic.
Take that right now. Yep, take that right now. I'm going to go 3-0 Celtic. 3-0.
3-0.
So both of us are, 3-0. Both of us are predicting a pretty comfortable afternoon, I would suggest, John. Tomorrow, Easterwood.
Aye, well, I kind of see past Celtic. Look, these 4 away fixtures that we've had out of 5 games that I keep mentioning. Livingston, they were uncomfortable games, but now you look at that and you think, these are hard games. Livingston away for Celtic, always a bogey team. Livingston won it.
Mm-hmm.
The Scalp team with 10 men. We beat Motherwell with the 7th minute injury time winner. Beat Hearts comfortably. And obviously the Mora's going to be Hibs, which I think is going to be okay for Celtic. So if we come out that game in the Mora, it'll be a huge sigh of relief for me, Xander. A huge sigh of relief, because I was dreading going into that 4 games away from home. I'm sure every Celtic fan was. But on the road, the away performances have been outstanding.
Yeah, they definitely have. It's, even 3 out of 4 is a great run of results, But I've got to try and push for that one the more, because to go 10 points clear again at the top of the league, for me personally, that puts them over the other side of the water. That puts them under severe pressure on Sunday to get a result against Hearts. Who, let's be honest, they're not going to get a result at Ibrox, are they? But if Celtic win tomorrow, it might put Rangers under that wee bit of extra pressure. That's all you can hope for, John.
Aye. It is pressure for them. I didn't see their game last night against Sparta Prague. But they're not playing against any great team there, are they? Sparta Prague. They couldn't beat them.
Limassol and Sparta Prague. Well, we're playing Atletico Madrid and, Feyenoord and teams like that,
Lazio. All world-class teams. All with great
let's put
players.
Let's put it this way. I didn't hear any fireworks going off last night, so they must have no won, I would imagine.
Well, nothing each away from home. I suppose it's better than getting beat away from home, innit? If you're one of their fans, but nothing to celebrate. Playing a wee team like Sparta Prague and couldn't beat them. ARS Limassol couldn't beat them. So let's hope they can't beat Hearts as well. That would be a wee bonus there. So they're coming back with a trip for Europe with nothing each. And they've got to play their game 2 days later. And if Celtic win, like you says, they're under pressure. They'll probably get a tired team. They'll live in hope.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. As long as we do the Bizzle tomorrow, couldn't care less what happens anywhere else, to be honest with you. So, all right, John, have you anything else to add?
No, that's it. That's everything covered, I think, for the game against Hibs. Good luck to the boys. I'm sure we'll turn
we'll
up.
just finish up with we mentioned the promotion. This is your last chance. This podcast is your last chance to win that framed Celtic Legends print. All you have to do is in the comments, leave us when you think the first goal will be scored against Hibs tomorrow, the exact time, the minute and the seconds. So all you have to do is leave that in the comments, have as many guesses as you want, and whoever is the closest come tomorrow, 5 o'clock, will win the Celtic Legends print, and we'll get that posted on Saturday night, and it should reach your door by Monday morning.
How are you getting that posted?
Saturday night. Get it posted Saturday night.
I suppose you could get it posted Saturday night.
Because the first goal scored in the first half, we get to the post office no time, doesn't shut to 5 o'clock, so we'll get that posted on Saturday night.
You're right, Xander. And you've got to remember, everybody, that your entries stop at 3 o'clock. So any entries after 3 o'clock, they won't be accepted, of course.
Yeah. So good luck to everybody that's entered the competition, and anybody that's going to enter it. Have as many guesses as you want. Put it in the comments. You know, it's the easiest thing in the world. Put in the comments the minute and the seconds you think that first goal is going to be scored, and if you're the closest, you've won that printout. Easy peasy, not a problem. Good luck to Celtic tomorrow. Anyway, 3 o'clock kickoff. Need to try and find a wee dodgy link somewhere, because obviously the game hasn't been broadcast on any television, Hibs TV or Sky TV. John, what do you think of that?
Aye, it's unusual, isn't it, that absolutely nobody's covering that game. Every team's got a channel that covers games, so why they stopping just for that game? That's a weird one.
I find it very strange that Hibs and Celtic, Easter Road has not been shown anywhere. I just find that very strange. But as you said in one of the podcasts previous, when was the last time a Rangers away game wasn't shown on Sky? It's never happened. Every Rangers away game is shown on Sky. But hey ho, I'm just paranoid. That's just one of these things. All right, good luck to Celtic tomorrow, John, and thanks very much, buddy, for coming on and talking about the game tomorrow. Appreciate that. You up for a wee post-match podcast tomorrow?
Of course. Why not? That's what we're here for.
Good man. And we'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Okay, Xander, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hail, hail, and good luck to Celtic.
Hail, hail, my man. See you later.